Available whenever you want it on the TJ and Riggins app. This is the TJ and Riggins Show.
Oh, the most special time of the week on the show. It's when Riggins grabs his guitar and does his funny song. Riggins, before we get started, we got to know, is it good?
Is it good?
Is it good? If not, then we'll skip it. You tell us, is it good?
If saying no means I can skip it, I'll skip it. No, it's good. I like it.
Okay. So it's talking about all of the things that happened on the show this week, as well as all pop culture. Riggins Week in Review.
And this is my song, it's called The Week in Review. It's a week's worth of shows summarized for you. No special effects and no auto-tune. Just me and my guitar performing for you. TJ tried out a new dish at Thanksgiving. It was a dressing with 2 different kinds of meat. Louisiana is one of the fattest states in America, and they never have to cheat. Meanwhile, my sister-in-law made a kale salad with pomegranate seeds, and it fell a little flat. Now, they're both from Louisiana, so how do we reconcile that?
How does it happen?
I don't know. Today is National Gazpacho Day. What else is there to say? Nothing like cold tomato soup on a frosty December day. And this is my song. It's called The Week in Review. It's a week's worth of shows summarized for you. No special effects and no auto-tune. Just me and my guitar performing for you. Breaking and entering Christmas happens next week. We'll be in a town that's very small, but TJ being in your town is probably the greatest gift of all.
I think so, yeah.
I think so. Everyone wants to know what Lindsay Lohan did to her face. She needs to get a brand deal right away so she can say that her beauty secret is eating at Arby's every day. Try beef and cheddar. Look like me. Taylor Swift is wrapping up her Eras tour. Swifties have been waiting for the tour to resume. Justin Trudeau will probably be there looking like a total weenie, I can only assume. And this is my song, it's called The Week in Review. It's a week's worth of shows summarized for you. No special effects and no auto-tune. Just me and my guitar performing for you. Rob went to go see Wicked. Just to make sure there was nothing we might miss. And then he came into work on Tuesday and asked if I wanted to kiss. I said, no. I mean, yes, but no. Lindsay tried to sing the Oscar Mayer Baloney song, and she butchered it here on the show. She might have been more comfortable with the song about wieners, but I guess we'll never know. TJ ate another bowl of Jody's cereal, and Jody doesn't like to share, as everyone knows. And I think TJ might end up the victim in, quote, one of those murder shows. And this is my song, it's called The Week in Review. It's a week's worth of shows summarized for you. No special effects and no auto-tune. Just me and my guitar performing for you.
Good.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
that was good, Riggins.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Now, I've got a lot of role models in my life. My father, the big man upstairs. TJ doesn't like that phrase. But we're going to find out about your role models coming up next.
This is the TJ and Riggins Show.
Hey, it's TJ, and I say it every year at this time. The perfect gift for someone in your life that you love is Omaha Steaks. Have delicious Omaha Steaks delivered to your house and save a lot of money. You can get 50% off site-wide at omahasteaks.com, plus a $30 reward card when you shop early and score an extra $30 off with the promo code TJR. I'm telling you, whomever you give this as a gift is going to love it. It's Omaha Steaks. Order today at omahasteaks.com.
Add TJRiggins.com to your phone's home screen. Open your phone's browser, type TJRiggins.com, and click the top banner to learn how to easily add to both iOS and Android phones. Everything is now on the homepage, TJRiggins.com.
The charity Peyton's Promise would not be possible without great sponsors. Sponsors like Brad & Brothers Heating, Air, and Electrical. Find out more about Brad & Brothers at bradandbrothers.com.
Available whenever you want it on the TJ and Riggins app. This is the TJ and Riggins Show.
I always think it's really sweet when people say, they get surprised by their childhood teacher and they say, this was one of my role models and they taught me so much. And then they get all emotional and start crying when they're reunited with the old teacher. Mm-hmm. I didn't have that same experience. Probably because I went to Catholic school for most of my life and it was all nuns. And they were fine, but they were not the ones that you would be like, oh, you inspired me to reach my new potential. They were pretty strict disciplinarians. Yeah. That was sort of their main role.
Not warm and fuzzies.
Not warm and fuzzy and inspiring in that way, I guess. But I think there's something to be said about having a teacher that sticks with you your whole life and they taught you so much. Mm-hmm. Did you have a childhood role model outside of like your parents or anything?
Well, I had that teacher you're talking about too. Her name was Mrs. Walton. Ms. Walton is the one that got through to me to put so much importance on grammar.
Oh, that's right.
Mm-hmm. And then I had a coach named Coach Acosta that was really hard on me, and that was good. Taught me about being a man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Miss Walton, I could. I got an axe to grind with her. No, I'm just kidding. I've never heard you talk about the coach though.
Yeah, he was my baseball coach, and it was one of those deals where he was no nonsense and all of that. But it wasn't until you get a little older and you realize that that he was really doing something good for you.
Right.
You know? He's super smart. Yeah.
While being tough on you and thinking some days you don't like him, but he's actually helping you overall.
Yeah.
Do you think it's possible for there to be Hollywood role models for children?
No.
I put this question up on social media at TJ Riggins Show. Mr. Rogers gets mentioned. And that seems to be a pretty common one.
Well, I mean, just to give you an idea, my role model, like you said, outside of my parents, as far as celebrities, was Richard Pryor, because he was funny, but he was also, a drug addict and a womanizer and a, filthy mouth and the whole thing.
He inspired one part of your life, maybe not all of it.
Right.
At TJ Riggins Show, if you've got a great one, Travis said, TJ, of course.
Oh, wow. I didn't think about that one.
You're a role model. You're laughing, but I think he's serious. Raquela said the obvious answer is Keanu Reeves, but I don't know about that.
Why is that obvious?
I don't know, because everybody thinks he's like such the great guy.
Yeah.
He's such a great guy. But she said, but I'm actually going to say Jennifer Garner. The way she carries herself and has always been by Ben's side through all of his ups and downs, being divorced is something I don't know I'd be able to do.
Oh.
That's an interesting way to pick out a role model for what she did standing by this guy who's, had a chaotic life.
But Jennifer Garner's crazy.
I kind of agree with you.
She's crazy.
Yeah. Seth Curry comes up a couple of times. Brad and Kimberly Paisley. So that's Brad Paisley's wife?
Yeah.
I don't know a thing about them.
She's an actress.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You ever heard of that show, According to Jim? It was a sitcom. She was on that. She was a regular on that. I mean, one of the cast members.
Did Jim Belushi? Was it Jim Belushi?
Jim Belushi.
Yeah, so those are interesting. Interesting to see what people think makes a good role model, but I think the standout answer there is TJ, of course.
With no explanation needed.
Not at all.
No. All right. When I say somebody threw their crock, then they would, you'd think somebody just got hit with a shoe.
Yeah.
Right. Not in this case. We'll tell you about it next.
This is the TJ and Riggins Show. It's now easier than ever at the homepage, tjriggins.com. The new TJ and Riggins Show gallery button with the pictures, videos, and links you're hearing us talk about on the show. Add it to your phone's home screen today.
How would you like to be part of a Christmas miracle? Make a donation to TJ and Riggins Breaking and Entering Christmas. Visit tjriggins.com/Christmas and click the donate button. There's a needy family in Western North Carolina who could really use your help. tjriggins.com/Christmas.
Hey, it's TJ, and we were hanging out the other night at our new favorite place, Blackfin Ameripub in Ballantyne, and I figured out that's where I'm going to be watching the ball games this year. That's right. They have about 40 TVs showing all of the games on Saturdays, the college games, and their official Ohio State Buckeyes bar. You don't want to miss that if you're a Buckeyes fan as well as a Packers fan or a Panthers fan. They got it all. not to mention some of the best food that I have had in a long, long time. You're looking for a great time? Go to Blackfin Ameripub in Ballantyne. Check it out at acetj.com/Blackfin.
The charity Peyton's Promise would not be possible without great sponsors. Great sponsors like Jewelers on Main, located in downtown Mooresville. Go to tjriggins.com/jewel to find out more about Jewelers on Main. Again, that's tjriggins.com/jewel.
Point and stare at TJ and Riggins anytime you want on YouTube. This is the TJ and Riggins Show.
Don't forget to go get signed up for TJ Riggins Prime and Prime Plus. You will get to see the brand new, fully redone logo of the show, as well as have access to the first ever in history TJ and Riggins Show merchandise, or merch, as the kids say. And the general public won't see it until Monday, but you'll get to see it today and all weekend if you get signed up at tjriggins.com/prime. So please do that. Now, these brothers, there are two of them in Wasilla, Alaska, got arrested Wednesday night. They got into a heated argument, and it ended up coming to shoving and physical altercation, because there was some argument that started about whatever anime they were watching.
What?
Yeah, 30 and 33 years old, these men, grown men, arguing over something that happened in anime in Wasilla, Alaska.
Okay.
So one of the brothers went and grabbed the other brother's pet alligator and threw it out into the snow. So then that brother retaliated by getting the other one's pet crocodile and throwing it out into the snow.
I don't know what you're talking about, TJ. They've got
full, like, the real reptiles, an alligator and a crocodile
living in the house or something,
I guess.
Wow.
So they were drunk, according to the police, and it happened in an apartment. So one of the brothers, named Ricky called the cops and scooped up his 2-year-old kid and got out of there.
Stop it. Get out of here.
Yeah. So they got the kids over there getting hammered with live beasts, crocodile and alligator, and then they get in a fight, and then both of them being inebriated, one of them puts his kid in the car and drives off. Wow. I mean, it's just all the way around. It's fantastic.
That's maybe the trashiest story I've ever heard.
So, let's see. The cops searched outside for an hour and eventually found the alligator behind some rocks. Never found the crocodile.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
And a crocodile and an alligator in Alaska.
In Alaska, yeah. I have no clue how they would get there, why somebody in Alaska would want to keep crocodile and gator.
They've got interesting entertainment choices.
Yeah. So they both got arrested, one for 4th-degree assault, the other for drunk driving and child endangerment, and then they're both facing animal cruelty charges.
Woo! Wow. What a story.
Isn't that where Sarah Palin was the mayor? Wasilla?
I think that's
Alaska?
exactly what I thought of. Wasilla. Mm-hmm. I can see Russia from my porch.
She never said that.
Well, now you can see crocodiles and alligators from your porch.
Man, and then you know how I am about it. I'm starting to pick sides. I go, well, an alligator is way better than a crocodile. So I'm for that brother in the fight, the one who wanted an alligator instead of a crocodile.
This is Louisiana.
Yeah, the other one's foreign.
More TJ and Riggins coming up.
Hey, it's Riggins, and if you love dogs like me, it's heartbreaking when you see posts online that show a cute dog at the shelter with a last day deadline. Wouldn't it be awesome if there were no more last day calls for these dogs? There's a great new organization called No More Last Days. They just launched a website with one goal: to help dogs while featuring like-minded organizations who do good work. Visit tjriggins.com/lastdays or visit them in person at the booth at the Carolina Renaissance Festival every weekend through November and see how they're making a difference and how you can help. tjriggins.com/lastdays.
It's now easier than ever at the homepage, tjriggins.com. Oh, look, our new subscribe button, where you can make sure you're getting the new shows right when they're posted. Find listening options for Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, social media sites, and more. Add it to your phone's home screen today.
The charity Peyton's Promise would not be possible without great sponsors. Great sponsors like Table and Twine and their great subscription program. Go to tableandtwine.com and check it out for yourself. That's tableandtwine.com for Table and Twine.
This is the TJ and Riggins podcast and radio show.
Riggins.
Yes.
May I call you Riggins?
Sure.
There's a story in the New York Post today. And it is about a young lady. It's kind of one of their tabloidish kind of stories. It's about a young woman who is a paid stand-in girlfriend at Christmas, family gatherings and stuff.
Sure.
Now, be that as whether it's a guy who hasn't come out to his family yet, or it's somebody who's tired of hearing, when are you going to find somebody? When are you going to, or it's just a shame he doesn't have a girlfriend.
Yeah.
And she says she'll even wash dishes for an extra fee.
Wash dishes?
Yeah, as part of the family thing. Like
at a family gathering?
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
That's funny.
So let's say that somebody that you don't know, so it wouldn't be like you were doing them a favor, just somebody you don't know, asked you to come pretend to be their boyfriend at their family Christmas celebration. How much would you charge them?
Ooh, good question. One night, one day of gathering?
Yeah, let's just say it's one all-day thing and come home.
I would say between $500 and $750.
Yeah.
I think that's fair.
Yeah, because, how much would that be an hour? Let's say you were going to get there at noon and then it would be over at 8 that night, maybe, or even later.
Yeah, because you're not just a plus one. You are acting. You are playing a role.
Yeah.
So it's a serious job. And they're clearly desperate. If they're resorting to hiring somebody to stand in as a girlfriend, they're desperate. So I'm gonna take advantage of that.
Yeah, because then there's going to be prep work as well, because you got to get with the person since you don't know them, and you say, okay, what am I supposed to be like? Am I,
Yeah.
Because you don't want to be posing as their mate and go in there and be a jerk, and the family think that you're weird or something.
Yeah, and my price might go up depending on the quality of their house.
Yeah,
I don't want to be in some dumpy little place for $500.
Right.
But if I'm in a mansion, $500 might be the price.
Mm-hmm. And is that plus travel expenses? How far would you go to do it though?
I would travel. I would travel. Yeah, throughout the Southeast. Probably Atlanta, 4 hours away from where we live in North Carolina. Probably Atlanta, sure. I'm not going to Baltimore, 10 hours or whatever it costs.
Right, yeah, and it depends on where the person's from. If wherever you're going, if it's safe, if it's
yeah,
not just distance. You got to factor in the physical risk of it.
Absolutely. Ideally, it'd be Columbia, South Carolina. They live in a great house, and everybody's cool. Everybody's super cool.
A great house on the lake.
Yeah,
fine. Lake Murray in Columbia.
Sure. Would you do it? This seems like a perfect acting role for you.
Yeah, when I was young, I would have probably done it. Yeah, but again, I could have easily been. I would reject them easily, depending on, like, I think that'd be the main factor is the family weird and where do they live?
Yeah,
because she says, hey, I'll pay you to go and be with my family celebration in New York, in Queens. I'm gonna go, nah. I'm not doing that. I'm not going to New York.
Not
Not
anymore.
anymore. No. Well, my family's from Gary, Indiana. No thanks.
No, I'm good. I'm all right. Good luck.
More TJ and Riggins coming up. Introducing the new Media Center on the TJRiggins.com home screen. The easiest way ever to get everything TJ Riggins all in one place. The new Media Center is the easy way to access everything we do. The radio family asked for it, and now it's here. Add it to your phone's home screen today.
How would you like to be part of a Christmas miracle? Make a donation to TJ and Riggins Breaking and Entering Christmas. Visit tjriggins.com/Christmas and click the donate button. There's a needy family in Western North Carolina who could really use your help. tjriggins.com/Christmas. Lily and Grace is an incredible boutique in Mooresville, North Carolina that was built from a lifetime of experience in the interior design and home renovation businesses. Beautiful furniture and interior design elements ready to tell your home's story. Lily and Grace offers a wide range of products that can be customized to accommodate every corner of your home. They truly create pieces of art, and we are so proud to be working with them. Learn more at lilyandgrace.com. That's lilyandgrace.com.
At the beginning of every hour of the TJ and Riggins show, it's Now Trending, where Riggins brings you the most important news of the day. Now Trending is sponsored by No More Last Days. Go to tjriggins.com/lastdaysnow to see how you can help them ensure more dogs have no more last days. Again, that's tjriggins.com/lastdays.
The most important stories in the world. This is Now Trending on the TJ and Riggins Show.
What we gonna do? What we gonna do? How do you know whether or not the woods is haunted? We got a haunted woods story, even though Halloween's long gone.
How will we know?
Haunted woods. Well, how do you know that the woods are haunted or somebody is in dire need of help? This is a crazy story.
So the popular gay dating app Grindr is trending this morning because they've unveiled their list of the hottest hunks of 2024. And I guess you can believe the gay guys, they're going to know who the hottest hunks are. Shawn Mendes, Bad Bunny, the rapper, Travis Kelce, Pedro Pascal, I think is how you say his last name.
Yeah.
Jeremy Allen White, who's in The Bear.
Okay.
Those are some of the top names.
All right. So you putting more emphasis on or more heed in a gay guy telling you who a hunk is more so than a hetero woman?
I don't know what the metrics are. Like, yeah, I guess so. Like, who's more into dudes? Like other dudes? I don't know. Is that a ridiculous thing to assume that a gay guy would know better than a woman? Maybe.
I wouldn't say ridiculous, but I mean, I would put them evenly.
Yeah, maybe it's totally 50-50.
Right, because I mean, what is the qualification to be attracted to men?
Yeah, they both are.
Yeah.
So
because what I'm saying is, I don't want to give the gays any more credit than they're gonna get.
Something about that accent just makes it worse.
I'm kidding, of course.
Just teasing. Come on. The color of 2025, named by Pantone, who are the color experts. It's called Mocha Mousse. Here's what it looks like. This is the color of 2025.
Yeah.
And they have a lot of interesting quotes about the color. It said it brings out a new kind of energy. It's a evocative, soft brown. A mellow brown infused with sensorial and comforting warmth. A warming, rich brown hue, Pantone says. Mocha Mousse, color of 2025.
And the sad thing is that someone announces the color of the next year coming up, and then it's a controversy. Because people are saying it looks like poop, and it's just,
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
It looks like
so
poop.
stupid.
Yeah, I mean, what does that mean? It's the color of the year. Okay. Take that information and do with it what you will.
And then you take it and turn it into being offended by it.
Yeah, come on. Get outside a little bit.
This is the TJ and Riggins Show.
When it comes to football, I know where I'm headed. Wild Wing Cafe. They've got hot wings, cold beer, and football on all the big screens. It's the best place to catch every play, enjoy some killer wings, and ice-cold drinks. See you at Wild Wing Cafe, your game day headquarters.
It's now easier than ever at the homepage, TJRiggins.com. A new call and text the show option where you can send us a text or leave us a voicemail, which we may even use on the show. Add it to your phone's home screen today.
The charity Peyton's Promise would not be possible without great sponsors. Great sponsors like Lily and Grace, Design, Home, Living. It's Lily and Grace. Go to tjriggins.com/LG to find out more. That's tjriggins.com/LG.
Available whenever you want it on the TJ and Riggins app. This is the TJ and Riggins Show.
One of the bigger stories this week, it was in every publication that the restaurant chain Chi-Chi's is coming back in 2025. Chi-Chi's, the Mexican chain. And they said they had a lot of problems, closed a lot of restaurants. At one point, they had over 200 locations.
Yeah, they were huge.
They were huge. I never ate at a Chi-Chi's in my life. Never even saw one. Did you?
Yeah, I think when I was on like traveling or something, or either when I lived in California, maybe.
Oh, yeah, right.
Somewhere, not. I don't know why I would eat at a Chi-Chi's when you live in Southern California.
Right. It's a better option. Well, did you remember it being good or anything like that?
No,
it wasn't. So maybe
no.
So why bring it back? I mean, clearly they said they had a deadly hepatitis A outbreak. Linked to the green onions in their salsa that ultimately led to its demise as a restaurant chain.
But they still sell products in the grocery stores.
You see it in every grocery store, the jarred salsa. But I don't know. They're optimistic. I think it's the founders' kids or something that are making this push to reopen these restaurants.
And I'm wondering, though, if it's kind of more popular in areas that are, less into spicy foods and things like that, like in the Midwest.
Yeah, less culturally diverse.
Yeah. Or I mean, just like if they don't like spicy foods and they're into casseroles and things of that nature most of the time, but then they're just like, hey, you want to splurge and go have some Mexican food?
Oh, this is hot.
Let's go to Chi-Chi's. Now, Chi-Chi's means something else in Mexican slang. No, I didn't know that, Marge.
That's who they're appealing to.
Yeah.
Is there a restaurant that's now defunct that you wish would make a comeback? Because mine is Schlotzsky's.
Oh, yeah.
When I was growing up, we had a Schlotzsky's in my hometown. It's like a deli with like a sourdough bread. And on my birthday, I wanted to go to Schlotzsky's, and my mom would die. She goes, we've got 10 other restaurants. You want to go to Schlotzsky's? I said, I love it. And now they're gone, except for this one place in Gastonia, North Carolina.
When I was a kid, there was a place called Sambo's. It was a chain. Sambo's was kind of like a Denny's.
Really?
Yeah, and it was really good. Now, I may have just been a kid and not known any better, but they used to have big waffles. I get the big waffles in there and stuff.
I think that's part of this is that you just are so nostalgic about things you had as a kid that you're like, I hope this comes back, and then you try it, and it's not good at all.
I don't know. I bet if you looked up pictures of Sambo's on the Jugal, it probably doesn't look that great.
I'm going to.
This is the TJ and Riggins Show. Add TJRiggins.com to your phone's home screen. Open your phone's browser, type TJRiggins.com, and click the top banner to learn how to easily add to both iOS and Android phones. Everything is now on the homepage, TJRiggins.com.
How would you like to be part of a Christmas miracle? Make a donation to TJ and Riggins Breaking and Entering Christmas. Visit tjriggins.com/Christmas and click the donate button. There's a needy family in Western North Carolina who could really use your help. tjriggins.com/Christmas. Hey, it's Riggins, and if you love dogs like me, it's heartbreaking when you see posts online that show a cute dog at the shelter with a last day deadline. Wouldn't it be awesome if there were no more last day calls for these dogs? There's a great new organization called No More Last Days. They just launched a website with one goal: to help dogs while featuring like-minded organizations who do good work. Visit tjriggins.com/lastdays or visit them in person at the booth at the Carolina Renaissance Festival every weekend through November and see how they're making a difference and how you can help. tjriggins.com/lastdays.
The charity Peyton's Promise would not be possible without great sponsors. Sponsors like CompuCom, because every company is a technology company now. But becoming a fully enabled digital workplace isn't easy. Let CompuCom help. CompuCom.com for more information. That's CompuCom.com for CompuCom.
Point and stare at TJ and Riggins anytime you want on YouTube. This is the TJ and Riggins Show.
You know who wasn't at my house last night for dinner?
It's Thursday night.
No, my wife. Oh. My wife wasn't home last night. So if my wife was out doing something and not going to be around on Thursday nights, then little friend Jenny and handsome husband Michael, they don't want any part of it if she's not going to be around.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
They're like, why even bother coming
Right.
over if Jody's not there? Mm-hmm. Ouch.
So I took the opportunity. All right, I got all evening to really get in that kitchen and whip up something that's going to be delicious for Boy and me. And Riggins, I created last night an absolute exact version of Mexican restaurant owned and operated by full Mexicans and the whole staff being Mexican. I created taco meat that could go in any full authentic Mexican restaurant. Because you know how it's always different in the restaurants than what you do at home.
Absolutely.
Not now.
Really?
Yeah. And I ended up cooking enough of it to be able to last, if we ate tacos every day, to be able to last until at least Valentine's Day.
Oh, you're kidding. You made a ton.
Yeah. I put 3 pounds of meat in it.
Oh, yeah,
So-
you did. Ooh.
Yeah, it was so good.
Why make so much? Just because you knew it was going to be that good?
Yeah. I just wanted to, because I'm figuring that the restaurants make high quantities of stuff.
Yeah, bro.
You know, so nothing out of a packet, none of that. And it was fantastic.
Really?
Yeah.
And what did you have it in? Just tacos?
The small flour tortillas, like, when you go to a Mexican restaurant that's fully staffed by Mexicans.
Right.
They'll have it wrapped in foil when they bring it onto the plate. Like that.
Really?
Yeah. And I had the white shredded cheese on it, too.
Oh, my gosh.
When I say I'm recreating a full Mexican restaurant with a full Mexican staff taco, that's what I'm doing, Riggins.
You weren't kidding.
It took me about an hour and a half.
Yeah, listen.
Oh, God.
And I texted up to Boy and I said, come on down to Mexico. And when he came down, I had the speaker going on Mexican restaurant music. And we had us a nice little fiesta.
That's awesome.
More TJ and Riggins coming up.
Hey, it's TJ, and we were hanging out the other night at our new favorite place, Blackfin Ameripub in Ballantyne, and I figured out that's where I'm going to be watching the ball games this year. That's right. They have about 40 TVs showing all of the games on Saturdays, the college games, and their official Ohio State Buckeyes bar. You don't want to miss that if you're a Buckeyes fan as well as a Packers fan or a Panthers fan. They got it all. Not to mention some of the best food that I have had in a long, long time. You're looking for a great time? Go to Blackfin Ameripub in Ballantyne. Check it out at acetj.com/Blackfin.
It's now easier than ever at the homepage, tjriggins.com. Click the deals button to get all our exclusive best deals anywhere from all of the TJ and Riggins show partners. Add it to your phone's home screen today.
The charity Peyton's Promise would not be possible without great sponsors. Great sponsors like Jewelers on Main, located in downtown Mooresville. Go to tjriggins.com/jewel to find out more about Jewelers on Main. Again, that's tjriggins.com/jewel.
This is the TJ and Riggins podcast and radio show.
So, a long time ago during the holiday season, on the radio, I was talking about this hot tea that I like. It's called Sugar Cookie Sleigh Ride, and I just love saying Sugar Cookie Sleigh Ride. And it's delicious. And a radio family member just sent a picture. How many boxes is she holding?
3. Well, actually, yeah, 3 boxes. Her name's Kelly. She DM'd. Just found this. And it's one of them. 2 of them are sugar cookie sleigh ride, and the other one is cranberry vanilla wonderland.
Oh yeah, that's another good
And then
one.
there's a box of gingerbread spice.
Okay.
But the sugar cookie sleigh ride is the one she wanted to show us.
Cookie sleigh ride. Now that obviously that's one of the, I picked that up from my wife because that's the way she acts about it. She gets all excited when the new flavors of tea, and this is type of stuff about my wife's personality that makes me love her so much. Because I make jokes about it and all that, but I mean I love it. She came in with all the new, tea that she bought for the Christmas season, and which I love.
Yeah.
But this year she added something to it, Riggins.
What is it?
You put the tea in your mug, fix it however you want it. But she found these little gingerbread cookies that are split between the legs, like little gingerbread men that are split between the legs. And you know what you do with that?
What do you do?
You hang that on the side of your mug. So when you finish your tea, then you got that little gingerbread cookie just to top it off, just a little treat at the end.
He's my little Christmas tea buddy. He's just hanging out there on the cup. Like he's mountain climbing or something up my cup. I love that. That's cute.
Yeah. Now that is something she said that I was welcome to. Like that's, since I like that kind of tea, and it's about the only time I drink tea in the year is around Christmas. Do this. I got these cookies for the tea, so I'm allowed to do that. But the problem is, I want to know her reaction when she sees that I haven't been drinking any of the tea, but I've been eating the cookies.
Right. They're not angry.
Those are for the teacups. Not supposed to just eat them like regular cookies.
If you stand there at the pantry and you're just hammering those cookies, she's gonna lose it.
I was in the pantry the other day and I was getting one of them out of the package, and then she came out of the bedroom and said my name, and I shoved that cookie in my mouth so fast.
Oh God!
I'm gonna tell her I'm eating peanuts.
You smell it.
More TJ and Riggins coming up. It's now easier than ever at the homepage, TJRiggins.com. A TJ Riggins Prime button to get to invitations, links, and all the great Prime Plus exclusive content. Add it to your phone's home screen today.
These are the painless stiletto heels you've been hearing me talk about from Protégé. And yes, I said painless because they are. And they also come beautifully packaged in this box. You get a shoe bag as well. You get 2 extra straps. And so basically you're getting 3 pairs of shoes because they all look different. So then you buckle it to however you want and hook it on. So no more hassling with the buckle once you get it on. So go to tjriggins.com/shoes, promo code TJ for 30% off.
Hey, it's TJ, and I say it every year at this time. The perfect gift for someone in your life that you love is Omaha Steaks. Have delicious Omaha Steaks delivered to your house and save a lot of money. You can get 50% off site-wide at omahasteaks.com, plus a $30 reward card when you shop early and score an extra $30 off with the promo code TJR. I'm telling you, whomever you give this as a gift is going to love it. It's Omaha Steaks. Order today at omahasteaks.com.
The charity Peyton's Promise would not be possible without great sponsors. Great sponsors like the Temple Team at Keller Williams. Find out more about the Temple Team at tjriggins.com/Temple Team. It's the Temple Team at Keller Williams.